Hey everyone, welcome to This Week in Rewards for March 2nd through to 8th, 2024, right here on RWRDS Canada. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada. I hope you've all had a great week. And before we jump into the thick of things, and there's a lot to cover this week, so we'll get through it as quick as possible. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but before we do, if you like today's content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time we do post new videos on our channel. So as always, we'll get the ball rolling with credit card news. This was an insane week in terms of new bonus offers coming out on a lot of cards. Normally we don't get this many in one week. Usually there's a couple, 3, 4 maybe, but there was quite a few. But first we'll jump into an updated feature on the website, and that is the credit cards to use at Empire grocery stores, or otherwise known as Scene Plus grocery stores, or better known as Sobeys, Safeway, Foodland, FreshCo, IGA, and a few others. These are all the Scene Plus grocery stores that you can earn and redeem Scene Plus points at. But we look at all of the credit cards in terms of which ones provide the best value in terms of travel rewards or cashback rewards for your spending there. So just like the feature on the Loblaw cards that we updated a few weeks ago, this one has been updated based on the average spend of a family of 4 in Canada for 2024. So that's been raised a little bit this year, which of course raises the cashback and travel rewards amounts on your cards. Plus, it also takes into account the changes to the Desjardins cards, namely the Cashback World Elite, which has its cashback for groceries capped now at $10,000 per year. So it drops down the list. And in this case, not the same as Loblaw, but in this case, it drops out of the top 10. So it's not even listed in the feature anymore due to that cap. So I'll just put a link below. I'm not going to go into huge detail here. Maybe it'll be a good topic for a whole nother video because there's a lot of content in there, but I'll put the link below in the description so that you can check out that feature and see perhaps maybe you can be earning more points or cash back on your shopping at these Empire stores if you shop there. You can just check out all the cards that we compare on there. So let's get right into a lot of these increased credit card welcome bonuses. So we'll start off with the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Card. It's had its bonus boosted to 50,000 points. It used to be 40,000 prior to this, but it's 40,000 plus first year free, whereas now it's 50,000, but you do have to pay your annual fee in the first year. So it's broken down as 10,000 points right away when you make the first purchase on the card, and then you're gonna get 20,000 more points when you spend $6,000 on the card in the first 180 days of account opening. So what is that? That's 6 months. So basically $1,000 a month. That's not too bad. And then the final 20,000 points is awarded as an anniversary bonus when you spend $10,000 within 12 months of account opening. So that means you do have to pay your annual fee in your second year to get the anniversary bonus and to get all your points. All those points are worth no less than $750, like 50,000 points, because we value Aeroplan points at 1.5 cents each at a minimum. For a lot of people, they'll be worth more than that, but they can also be worth less than that. So we like to use our minimum baseline as 1.5 cents, so that's $750, but taking into account 2 years of annual fees, it brings the value down to $472. Now that's an absolute baseline value. That's just used for comparison sakes, because a lot of people, we like to consider the annual fee not in terms of the rewards you get, but the benefits you get on cards. So in terms like your first check bag free, your insurance coverage, all that stuff. Like if you're strictly getting a card for the rewards or the sign-up bonus, yeah, use our absolute baseline value. It's a good thing to compare with, but other than that, you also have to take into consideration all the other things that are featured on the card. And as with all the TD offers now in this year, you have to be approved by the card, approved for the card by the date they provide, which is June 3rd, 2024. I did approach TD if they could clarify that for us in terms of like people who may need to go for manual approval. I still haven't heard back, but as soon as we do, I'll let you know how strict they are on that rule of being approved by that specific date. Like I said, June 3rd, 2024. So the next welcome bonus offer is another TD Aeroplan card. So that's the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card. Its offer is been boosted to 85,000 bonus points. You get 20,000 right off the bat on your first purchase, 40,000 more points when you spend $10,000 within 180 days of account opening, and followed by an anniversary bonus of 25,000 points if you complete $15,000 of spending in your first 12 months of having the card. Again, with our minimum valuation of 1.5 cents each, those 85,000 points are worth $1,275. But then you have to subtract, a couple annual fees because again, it's an anniversary bonus. You're looking at only $77 in the absolute baseline value. But again, you're getting the Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege Card, not as much for the points. This is a benefits card. This is the card that gives you elite-like status benefits for flying on Air Canada. Not just your first check bag free like the Visa Infinite. The Infinite Privilege gives you more like priority boarding, priority check-in, things like that. So you also have to take that into consideration. But again, for those of you who just want the numbers, that's why we provide these baseline values. And so that's that offer. So let's jump into the next card offer, and that is the CIBC Dividend Visa Infinite Card. So this is Canada's best non-American Express cashback card. It's the best Visa cashback card in Canada. Its bonus has been boosted to $250, and that's worked out as 10. It's basically what it is a 10% cashback bonus in your first 4 months of having a card. Prior to this, it was on $2,000 of spending. Now it's on $2,500 of spending, which gives you your $250 cash back. Again, like I said, it's a really good card. Earns up to 4% cash back in certain categories like groceries, 2% in some others, and then 1% base earn rate. I wish I had it in front of me because I don't have all these numbers memorized. Sorry about that. But again, the link will be below and you can read more about the cards. And then CIBC, continuing them, the CIBC Aventura Visa Infinite card. So this is their travel rewards card. It has its bonus boosted by 5,000 points to 45,000 Aventura points. That's worth up to $900 in travel when you redeem via the Aventura rewards chart. This bonus is broken down as 15,000 when you make your first purchase, and then 30,000 points when you spend $3,000 on the card in the first 4 monthly statement period. So this is one of the easiest bonuses to achieve in terms of the spend amount. We're going to talk about spend amounts coming up here in the next few cards. But believe you me, like the $3,000 over 4 months is nothing when you compare this to some of the other cards coming up that we're going to talk about. So basically, it's a great little initial bonus type card. The Aventura card, we rank it fourth overall in terms of travel points cards with annual fees in Canada. So it's still one of the better ones in Canada. But what's good about it is you do get the full value of the points because its first year annual fee is waived as well. So you don't have to pay anything for this card in the first year. So this is a great deal to get a nice shot of points with a lot of value that you can redeem for travel. So let's continue. I'm not going to go into what I was talking about, this spending thing. I'll leave those two for last after this. Let's go to the other Aeroplan cards that had changes this week, and those are the American Express Aeroplan Reserve cards. So both the consumer version and the business version. So the consumer Aeroplan Reserve card has seen its bonus change to 85,000 points. So this is actually 5,000 less than the last bonus. But the last bonus, 10,000 of it was dependent on you putting 2 additional cards. So if you're a solo traveler or just a solo card person, this bonus is actually better. It's awarded as 60,000 Aeroplan points after you spend $7,500 on the card in the first 3 months. And then you'll get 25,000 points when you spend $2,500 in month 13. So you have to wait till your first month after your card anniversary and spend another $2,500 to get that 25,000 extra points. So basically this is another good offer. It's actually less spending than the previous offer as well. And I said if you're kind of a solo traveler or even adding just one, it's equal to adding one additional card like the last offer and you have less spend. So overall, I feel this is a better offer on the Aeroplan Reserve card. And then the Aeroplan Reserve Business card, I have it written down as Biz here, sorry, the Aeroplan Reserve Business card is up to 90,000 points. It's 65,000 points after spending $10,500 on your card in the first 3 months. And then an additional 25,000 as well in month 13 when you spend $3,500 on the card. So again, this offers 5,000 points than the last offer, but again, that one also needed you to add 2 additional cards to get the full bonus. So I consider this a better offer, and it's also the spending has brought down the spend requirements on these cards. So overall, I feel this is a better offer again on the Aeroplan Reserve Business card. Now let's get to those cards I was talking about where I'm talking about spend, and that's Bank of Montreal. They've come out with a couple new offers on some of their proprietary cards because lately they've been focusing a lot on the Air Miles cards and their Eclipse Rise Visa card. So now they've come out with increased welcome bonuses on the BMO Ascend World Elite Mastercard. So this is their main travel credit card that they have. That's part of the BMO Rewards proprietary program. Its bonus has been boosted to 90,000 points. So you get 45,000 points when you spend $4,500 in the first 3 months, and then you're going to get an additional 3,750 points per month that you make $2,500 in spending from months 4 through to 15, so the next 12 months. So basically it takes 15 months to earn the entire bonus, and if you add that all up, that's $34,500 in spending to get the bonus. And before, what did I say, like that CIBC card? $3,000 in spending. So you have to spend 10 times more, and you're going to get a bonus that is worth less than this. So, I mean, mind you, the annual fee is waived in the first year, but still, you have to go across 15 months to get the entire bonus. Previously, the card only required $27,000 in spending across 15 months. So now they've increased that by $7,500 to get a little bit more points on this card. Yeah, what can I say? It's they're just Bank of Montreal. You guys know, if you've watched a lot of my videos and read a lot of my posts, not points, you know that I'm not a fan of the way Bank of Montreal does things, and this just continues it, and it continues with the next card, their BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite Privilege card. So this is their ultra premium card. It costs $499 a year, but they do give a $200 annual lifestyle credit, so technically it's only a $299 card per year card. Its bonus has been boosted to 120,000 points, and it's broken down as 50,000 when you spend 6,000 in the first 3 months, 30,000 if you spend 30,000 in the first 6 months, and then you get another 40,000 after spending $75,000 in the first year. Yes, to get the entire bonus, you have to spend $75,000. Now, the great news here is that's actually a drop from $100,000 for their previous offer, but still, you have to spend $75,000 to get this bonus. That is, you have to remember that Bank of Montreal points is 1 for 150 or 150 points for $1. So what is that, 0.67? So the bonus is actually worth less than $1,000, and you have to spend that much. You could go out and get probably 5 or 6 cards during the course of a year and get way more value if you're going to be spending $75,000 on your card. So really take this into consideration if you've been looking at this card, and don't forget that its base earn rate of 1 point per dollar is only worth 0.67 cents or whatever it is. So I don't have the numbers in front of me, but this is an ultra premium card that's not even giving you 1% on your base spending. Go out and get a no fee card that gives you 1% base spending over this. And I mean, those benefits are average for an ultra premium card. It doesn't rank in our top 5 ultra premium cards in Canada. So take that all into consideration. So that's it for credit cards. That's all the welcome bonuses and our updated feature on the best cards to use at Sobeys and other Empire stores. So why don't we jump right into travel and loyalty news. So let's start off with it's credit card based again, but I consider this more of a loyalty bonus. There's a 30% transfer bonus from American Express to Marriott Bonvoy. A lot of you guys have been asking me for when this would come, and it's come out now, and it's even better than the last offer. The last time they ran this, it was a 25% bonus. So right now, when you convert your American Express membership rewards points to Marriott Bonvoy, you have until April 30th, you'll get a 30% bonus. This is huge. This is a great bonus, especially if you're earning the points, say, on the American Express Cobalt card, and you're earning a lot of the 5 times points. Because 5 points per dollar off the Cobalt card works out to 6 Marriott points, because the transfer rate is 1 to 1.2, and then they're going to give you a 30% bonus. So your 5 points actually works out to 7.8 Marriott Bonvoy points per dollar spent on the 5 times points. That's a 7.8% return. Right away, that's huge. But when you redeem points with Marriott, like if you look at examples in our last, our look at the value of the Marriott credit card bonuses, which I'll link to below as well, so you can kind of do your own math and everything. We had something like the JW Marriott Madrid, which was 1.88 cents per point. So if you take that 1.88 cents per point and times it by the 5 times points, times by 1.2, and add the 30% bonus, that's a 14.66% return on your spending, on your 5 times point spending. And then it gets even better. If you take the Town Place Suites in Fort McMurray, Alberta, That was 3 cents per point, which means an amazing 23.5% return on your spending. That is powerful. That is amazing. That is unmatched. Well, I shouldn't say unmatched. The closest match is converting your Cobalt points, your American Express membership rewards points earned on your Cobalt card, is to programs like Air France, KLM, Air Canada, Aeroplan. But as I mentioned in our last episode, redeeming points for hotel stays is even easier, and you can get equal or better value as well by converting to Marriott and then using those Marriott Bonvoy points for stays with Marriott. So huge bonus, 30%. It's great on all your membership rewards earning points. I use the Cobalt cards 5 times points earning just to show the huge potential value. But any of the points you've earned on your Amex cards, whether it's the gold rewards, platinum, green, and Cobalt card, or the business versions, this is great to know that you can get this 30% bonus when converting to Marriott. Okay, continuing with travel news. On March 1st, Montreal got a new airport lounge. The Salon Odyssey Desjardins, a Plaza Premium Lounge, opened on March 1st at Montreal Trudeau International Airport for U.S. departures. So it's in the transborder area. It's kind of, I think, an early opening. I mean, they got it open, but right now it's only open to Desjardins card holders. One of our followers on Twitter sent me a DM just after I posted about the opening, which I have to thank was it Francis? I think it was Francis who contacted us about that one and let us know that it had opened. And then, within I think half an hour of posting it, Jay on Twitter DM me saying, yeah, I just tried accessing the lounge, but I was unable to. And that's because he wasn't a Desjardins card holder. So their computer system is not connected yet to, say, Dragon Pass, Visa Airport Companion. I mean, they're both run by Dragon Pass, like Mastercard Travel Pass, but no Priority Pass. None of that is connected yet, but they should be soon. So once that is, you'll be able to access it just like you can other lounges with your credit cards, or if you have a Priority Pass membership, Dragon Pass membership, those type of things. So this is great because on the transborder side at Montreal, the only lounge option has been the Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge, which of course is not accessible by credit cards or other programs, unless you have, of course, one of the ultra premium TD cards, or I shouldn't say TD, but Aeroplan co-brand cards by TD, CIBC, Amex. Then you can access the transborder lounge. So this opens up much more. We're going to do some digging. One of our followers also asked, is this just a temporary lounge? Now, it looks pretty nice from the picture that Jay sent us. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. But it is kind of just a restaurant type location. It's just a storefront. It's not set up as an actual lounge. And so one of our readers asked to check out because he had heard rumors that there's also going to be another lounge, or like a full-fledged lounge, and that this one might be temporary. So stay tuned. We'll do data on that and see if there's going to be even an additional lounge, or if they're building, a permanent one, and then this one will be moved there. We don't know yet. I'll find out. Stay tuned. So let's continue on. RBC come out with new RBC offers for stays at Marriott hotels in Canada. Again, Marriott coming up here. So stays at Marriott hotels in Canada have returned to RBC offers, and also the Avion Select program. So if you're not an RBC client, you can also earn these bonus points. So holders of RBC Avion cards and other Avion points earning cards can earn up to 6,000 Avion points for Marriott stays in Canada. Now, it depends on how much you spend. Like if you spend between $500 and $699.99, you'll earn 2,000 points, and that bumps up to 6,000 if you spend over $1,400 at hotels in Canada. And then the offer for, say, Ion cards or other RBC points earning cards is 2,000 points when you spend $500 in Canada. Now, these offers, you have to load them to your RBC cards by April 30th. They're good for stays until May 31st. Then in the Avion Select offer is the same as the Ion one. You have to spend $500. You'll get 2,000 Avion points. But this offer is only good till April 30th. So it's a month shorter than the RBC offers one. But that's an excellent way, because with Avion Select, you can connect other cards like your Amex, your Marriott Bonvoy Amex cards. So if you use those, you'll earn your 5 points per dollar from your Marriott Amex cards, and you'll still earn the 2,000 Avion points on top of that. So it's another thing to consider in ways of you can connect. And I love this about the Avion Select program, in that you can link cards from American Express or other brands, so you can earn even more points and still earn your Avion rewards points or cash back. Speaking of RBC offers, I'll put a link to this below. They are killing it. They are putting out so many offers. There was over 20 new offers that were put out this week, which include statement credits with like McDonald's, Lyft, Metro, Save On Foods, a bunch of them. So check out the link below to our entire list of RBC offers. Again, a lot of those are available also on Avion Select. Like I know the offer I received for Save on Foods is in Avion Select, so I'm going to use that and I'm going to pay for it with my Cobalt card, so I earn 5 times points and then earn the bonus point. Or that was a cashback offer. I think 4% back if you spend $80 or more at Save on Foods. So that's what I'll be doing. Continue on loyalty news. The Petro Points Canadian Tire Triangle Rewards partnership has gone live now. This offers points and money earning, points conversion, and more. So what happens now is you can earn Petro Points at Canadian Tire gas stations, like their Gas Plus ones. And Canadian Tire members can earn CT money at Petro Canada locations. But what's better is if you link your accounts, is you'll be able to earn both at both. So at both those types. So if you link your accounts and you get gas at a Canadian Tire gas station, you'll earn Canadian Tire money and Petro Points. And the same thing goes for Petro Canada stations. You'll earn Petro Points and Canadian Tire money. Plus those Petro purchases, when you have your accounts linked, you'll earn 20% bonus Petro Points, just like they have with like RBC and HBC rewards. So this is really good. There's no redemption options, say for using Canadian Tire money at Petro locations, but you can redeem Petro Points at Canadian Tire gas stations. And you'll also be able to redeem Petro Points at Canadian Tire stores, but it's through a conversion. You have to convert your Petro Points to Canadian Tire money first. The conversion rate is 1,000 points to 1 Canadian Tire money, which is the exact same base redemption rate for the Petro Points program. So you would not be losing value. I mean, I personally like to get the more value rewards like car washes and that through Petro Points. But if you're somebody who doesn't use that, then that's good to know that you can convert your points to Canadian Tire and retain the same value for those points. And to close out the loyalty and travel section of this newscast, last week I mentioned I would reach out to PetSmart for their PetSmart treat rewards in terms of existing balances in the new program, because they've changed the redemption rates. I emailed them but have not heard back. But after I did email them, there was a general email sent out to all PetSmart Treats members saying yes, they are going to boost everybody's balances as of April 2nd by 25% to match the new redemption rate. So no devaluation there. Great news. If you want to learn more, if you haven't seen anything about the new PetSmart Treats rewards, I'll put a link below in the description with everything else. And as always, be sure to keep checking our website on a daily basis if you can, our social media, the blog, because there's so much more that we cover each week. I know this episode has a lot that we've covered, but there's even more that we did. There's Air Canada's new in-flight menus. There's a good bonus for Air France KLM Flying Blue and their Accor Hotels partnership. So many things. So be sure to check that out. And of course, subscribe to the newsletter, because that gives you a summary of everything at the end of each week. But again, like I mentioned last week, sometimes you might miss out on the limited time offers that may only be for one day. Like for example, PetSmart Treat Rewards had a contest on March 7th only, where you would just activate the offer in your account and you'd be entered to win 2 two-night vouchers from Hilton. So definitely, if you can, be sure to check this out on a daily basis. And that's everything for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.